housing market update. We have MC and QD here, and this week we've got some great information about mortgage rates, home prices, and market confidence. Everything that you need to know when you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market. Let's get started. QD, what's the latest news on consumer confidence?
Yes, thank you, Michaela. So the consumer confidence is definitely ticking up. It's going up according to Fannie Mae latest home purchase sentiment index. Confidence in the housing market jumped in September, which is bring overall confidence level to the highest over in 2 years. It showed that people are feeling more positive about real estate market, which could encourage to more transaction in selling and buying. But however, confidence alone it doesn't mean that home price gonna change a lot or interest rate going down. So confidence just mean like what's the home buyer and seller hoping for the future. Yeah.
Okay.
But before, I think confidence is a key for the market to move.
Correct.
So if you see the confidence level go up very high, right now it's at the highest over the last 2 years.
2 years.
That means I think I'm expecting the market gonna be really, really busy. I think when it comes January 2025.
After election, you will see the more of the clear picture, right?
But I have a feeling January gonna be a tough market for buyers.
Yes.
Because I've been experiencing this so many times. Like after the holidays, people are still in a relaxing mode, and then January come around, the market go up so fast, and people feel like they missing the opportunity to buy the home. So that's what I'm seeing. So if you are buyers, think about it.
Yes, true. So my past experience, the market will be a little slow during the holiday because people are busy to celebrate, right? So, but in the another sideways, I saw my past client, some of them take advantage of holiday, which is you have less competition. Mm-hmm. They're out to buy during a holiday. I know it's holiday, sometimes you don't feel like to handle the transaction, a lot of document, do a lot more. But that's actually the good time for you to find a best deal. Right? So if you wait until after holiday when people are ready to back to the market, that could be a little difficult.
Yeah, I would take the opportunity to purchase more properties during holidays, especially in a season like this, when people still waiting for lower rate, because I know a lot of buyers is expecting rate to go down, right? And because of that, they wait for the rate to go down to buy. So right now, the market seems like it's slower, but to me, as a real estate investor, this is the best time. And actually, honestly, I'm looking to buy right now. And I can't wait to buy the best property in December, because when in December, nobody gonna compete with me. I can lower the price as much as I want. Of course, on a certain area, not all area. In San Jose, it's still a very hot area. You cannot just whatever price you buy it. No, you still have to buy the market price in the Bay Area. But in some area, you can get very good deal during the holidays. That's what I see.
So don't look at like purchasing a home as something like scary or you don't want to do it during the holiday. Just treat it like buying a house just like go shopping, right? So talk to yourself like this year I'm gonna go shopping, the big one, a house, right? It's very exciting, and then you will see you will go different house to house, and then you will see how they decorate, follow the holiday staging. It look very nice, and who knows, you can find the house that you like during the holiday because. Let's say Christmas, right? All the neighborhoods just light up with lightning and decoration. And then who knows, you might like to live in that neighborhood, or you have an idea like how I will decorate my house in Christmas. Right?
So if you worry about what you should do, what you don't know what to do, just talk to one of us. Just let us worry. Let us take care of all the hard things.
Right.
All you need to do is just look for the house. I mean, we show you the house. You just need to decide what house you like. But the first thing you need to do is to come over to us and talk to us so we can give you some advice and instruction on how to get it done. But it's really simple and easy when you work with an experienced real estate agent and brokers. It make it just so easy, and it's just going to be enjoyable as well. So just contact one of us.
Yes.
All right, and what's going on with mortgage rates, MC? I've heard that there's a lot of optimism there as well.
Yeah, exactly, Michaela. A record of 42% of people now believe that mortgage rates will drop in the next 12 months. You know, last month is 39% of people believing that, but now it's 42% of people believing that rate gonna be lower in the next 12 months. Yeah, it could be. And if you are a homeowners and refinancing right now, you might experience that the rates is a lot lower before September 18, 2024. People keep, like before September 18, we all know that we're gonna Fed going to cut their rates by 0.5%, and then we have a lot of refinance coming in, and the rate we locked from our client before September 18 was so good. And the time when Fed announced that they cut 0.5% rate on September 17 and 18, after that and until today, rate is a lot higher than before September 18. So learning this, you have to pay attention. Even though Fed said they're gonna cut rates a few more times, but will that rate be better than the rate we have in the past, like before September 18 or now, or it get worse? Fed rates, the rate that Fed cut called the federal fund rates, and that rate is not the mortgage rate that the consumer getting when you refinance or when you purchase a home. They are different rates. So you have to be very careful. If you are waiting to buy just because of rates, then I don't think that's a good idea. Because if rate really drop later on, remember you can only refinance every 6 months. So you lock in the home price, the purchase price right now, because right now it's easier for you to buy, and maybe a much better price compared to next year. Because next year the price expecting to be higher, and if rates really go down more, you can only refinance. I think that's it I have for you.
All right, so that's good news for a lot of people. And QD, what about home prices? Are they still going up?
Yes. So the research show that 39% of people think the home price will keep going up in the next 12 months. So like MC given a point, like what's the point if you wait for interest rate to go down and then you start buying and looking for house at that time? Rate go down, home price goes up. It's same thing. It's even worse.
Worse.
Right?
Worse.
Even worse if you can buy with high interest rate but lower home price. Because overall, like in the end of the day, if you look at the payment, right? If you buy high, you have to pay higher tax, right? So tax you can't refinance at all, right?
Property tax.
Yeah, go with the house forever. But interest rate, yes, you can refinance anytime. So why you want to buy a higher price and lower interest rate? It doesn't make any sense. And imagine the problem when market get really hot is appraisal, right? So if you buy a house and you end up paying $100,000 more, right? And the market value of that house, the real value is not at that high. And then when the appraisal comes out, like if the home is worth only $1 million, but you pay 1.1, which is 100,000 over, the appraisal not going to comes up like 1.1, and then you have to comes up with a different like 100,000, right? So that is not a good point. End up like you have to put more for down payment. It's harder to qualify for some case, right? They not even qualify, right? Because they require you to put more down payment. Very risky.
So what QD just sharing is when we wait for the rate to drop, and we expecting the home price to go up, like when rates lower, home price go up. We think that your monthly mortgage is lower, but your thinking might not be correct, because when the home price is higher, like QD said, the property tax is higher, and your mortgage amount will be higher. Imagine you're buying a home $1 million now with 20% down payment. Your mortgage is $800,000, but Next year, your home, 1.1 million, with 20% down payment. Now, your mortgage is more than 800,000. So a bigger loan amount, more than 800,000, will come up with a bigger mortgage payment. I know you said that your rate is lower. Okay, maybe your payment is not too much higher, but your property tax is higher. When you total them up, because you have to pay property tax and mortgage and home insurance almost monthly. If you total them up, the monthly payment for if you buy a home next year will be higher than if you buy a home this year. If you don't know what we are talking about, call one of us. We can sit down, do some calculation. We'll show you exactly the exact number. We can pretend the rate go down by 1% to see how much you save or how much more you have to pay. So that's what I'm thinking. And also QD talk about you might miss a chance of buying because you no longer qualify for the mortgage. Because as I said, when the home price go up, your loan amount go higher. And your income is fixed. It's stable, right? It's fixed. And remember, you qualify for a mortgage based on your income. And if your loan amount is getting bigger and your income staying the same, and you might miss a chance of purchasing that home because you're not qualified for a mortgage. So that's the key. So that's what we can share with you from our experience.
Okay, that's interesting. And what should renters or potential first-time house hunters keep in mind if they're considering buying soon?
So home renter would, like or first-time home buyer, of course, the first thing you should do is to get a pre-approval to run your credit to see if your credit is good, you have good credit score, any problem with your credits, and if you qualify with your income for the mortgage that you're looking for. And remember, a lot of us, when we don't do refinance or buying a home, we never think of running our credit report because we just don't. Why we run the credit unless you apply for a credit card or something? But when you run credit with one of us, a mortgage broker, normally if something come up, it's not correct in your credit report, we can help you to fix it. And sometimes it takes months to fix the credit problem. And if you wait until you're ready to buy, like you seeing the house you love, and then you will look for a mortgage broker, get a pre-approval, and if we find out that we have to fix something in your credit report, and it might take 2 months, you miss a chance of buying that home. So as the moment you are thinking of buying the property in the next 6 months or 12 months, don't hesitate. Just come to us. One of us gonna help you run your credit, look into your credit report. We'll find out what's going on there. If anything needs to be fixed, we'll fix it for you. And if we need you to improve your credit score, because for example, if you have credit score like 650 and we can see, we can improve your score, go on over 740, we will recommend you, we'll show you how to do it. And it takes time to improve your credit score. So always be prepared, and we need some time to help you, and you need some time to get yourself ready as well. So come to us as soon as you think you want to buy a house. So renter and first-time home buyer, do not hesitate to come look for one of us at Pacificwide. You can go to pacificwide.com to find one of the agents you want to work with, or you can call QD or myself or Michaela. We're going to help you. It's really simple and easy. And if somebody like you are introvert, you don't want to talk to anybody, fine. Go to pacificwidemortgage.com. Put down, entering some data and then upload some document. We're gonna do a pre-approval for you for free. You don't have to talk to any one of us. Okay, that's easy. Oh, you know what? Before we go on, what kind of tool that we offer for free for the consumer?
Well, MC, we have our Mortgage Doctor app, which is available in the Google Play Store and the App Store. If you search Mortgage Doctor, you'll find ERA. our Mortgage Doctor app from Pacificwide, and Ira will answer all of your questions that you have related to mortgage, interest rates, refinancing. You can ask it questions, and it'll walk you through the steps of how to get a mortgage, how to refinance, and then it can also connect you to our agents.
That, by the way, the tool is free for the consumer to use.
Yes.
You're welcome to use it. Especially you don't want to talk to us, you can only use it.
All right, so we were talking about how there's fewer buyers in the market right now, so that means less competition. So how are renters feeling about buying a home these days?
Yes. So the most recent research showed a survey showing that renter now feel confident, or renter now surprisingly think it's about good time to buy. So the research shows confident from 13% increase to 20%. So meaning that homeowner now start thinking of they're serious about getting a house, right? So before everything changed, shipping is a lot. So we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. So that's why people is uncertain. But the last research showed that the home rental right now is feel confident about the housing market, and 20% increase could say I will jump in the market in the next in the short future. That's a good signal for home buyer. If you are thinking about purchase, that's another indicator showing that market gonna get very crazy in the next couple months.
So what Cutie is sharing is the level of confidence of the renter of buying home increasing. So renter are the one who have no home, okay, and they are the first-time home buyer if they jump into the market. And now more renters want to become first-time home buyers. So that means the real estate market gonna have more renters or first-time home buyers joining in. So do you think that when we have more buyers, the home price is gonna go down?
No.
Remember, home price is determined by supply and demand. This is the basic. You have to look into that every time. Okay, you think the home price go up or down? Go back. Supply and demand. If we have more demand, that means we have more buyers. The home price gonna go up. And now we see that the renter, they are ready to jump in to become the first-time home buyer. So be careful. We have more buyers.
Because more renters now saying, I'm ready to buy. We'll jump in the market in the short future.
Yeah. So
and if you are looking to buy, act now.
Yeah. Sometimes you would think, oh, they are real estate agent and brokers, and they do mortgage. They want to sell home. Of course we do, but we tell you the truth. We tell you everything through facts and data. We don't just say, go buy it, and we don't tell you anything. No, we tell you all the truth. And if you don't believe us now, you will believe us later. Next year, you will believe us. Oh my God, I should have listened to them. Okay, it would be too late, but anyway, we're always here. Every week we're here to tell you what's going on. So if we miss one chance, you can always have another chance.
And to build off of that, would you say that right now is more of a seller's market or a buyer's market?
Okay, so only 19% of people think it's a good time to buy. Only 19. So people are not really want to buy right now because they think rates gonna go down. Okay, but 65% say it's a good time to sell. Hello, sellers. If you are a seller out there, they say this is the best time to sell. Okay, it's kind of confusing because, okay, buyer doesn't want to buy right now, but then the seller selling their property, then who's going to be the buyer? Don't worry. There are so many buyers on the market right now. And I see that every listing that we have, we sell it really quickly. And it mostly, because we list most of our homes in the Bay Area, and it always sell over the asking price as well. So sellers, this is based on the data. So it said it's best time for seller to sell. So that's data. So if you want to sell, contact one of us. And remember, to me, these are the sellers who want to sell right now. If you really, really want to sell, and you've been waiting because you think you want to wait for what any reason. I don't know what reason you want to wait for, but if you want to wait, then you have to look into this data. The data telling you something. 65% of the record showing that you should sell it right now. Don't wait, because if you want to sell and then switch to a different property, then why wait, right? If you want to sell this home, buy another home, or what are you waiting for? Because you sell now, you buy now, you sell high, you buy high, you sell low, you buy low. Then don't wait. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And if you're the home seller thinking about selling, you have and you see the data in the past, right? When interest rate go down, the home goes up. It's not always about the interest rate. It's always about supply and demand. So be careful in the future, because that may not happen again, because last 2 years, 3 years is COVID happened. Because why we don't have a lot of home for sale? Because seller kind of stuck. If they sold their home and then they can't move because they can't buy next home. And you imagine like with the no COVID, and then basically people can buy and move anytime. So you don't have to stay in your home any longer. So now, with that saying, you have more competition. A lot of sell like, okay, we can sell, we can buy anytime. So that you have more inventory hitting the market. So if that happened, the home price is not going to jump in the last 3 years that you see, because we may now, even though we have a lot of buyer, but now we still have a lot of seller. So that will be balanced. So the home price may increase, but not will be crazy like 3 years ago. So think again and get more information, and then think about what I'm saying. So you see.
So what Cutie is sharing, I experienced that at some point. Again, I'm not only a mortgage person, I'm not only a homeowner, I'm a real estate investor myself. At some point when we try to sell one property and we want to take advantage of 1031 exchange, I think a lot of you know what 1031 exchange is, but if for someone doesn't know what 1031 exchange, it's just like when I sell my rental property, if I don't buy another one right away, I will pay a lot of capital gain tax on my investment property. Who want to pay tax? Not me. Okay, so what do we do? I take advantage of 1031 exchange, and 1031 exchange allow me to defer my capital gain tax if I buy another property right away. I have 45 days, only 45 days, based on the 1031 exchange rule. I only have 45 days to identify my next purchase property. And that window, I have to be able to find another property to replace the one I just sell, because I don't want to pay tax. I want to defer that capital gain tax. All right, then if you wait for next year to sell your investment property, sellers, get what happened? It might be very hard for you to buy another property to replace it, to use the 1031 exchange to defer your capital gain tax. But if you sell it now, you have more chance to get a property that you love to exchange for this property. People might say, why we sell one and we buy one? Oh, there is always a reason why. Like right now, I have a duplex in Milpitas. And, I don't like duplex anymore. I want a single family with a big lot. That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a big lot. I want to exchange that duplex. But you know what? I'm going to sell the duplex and I'm going to buy the single family home. And I know right now I can find something that I like. But because I remember back in 2020, 2021, it's so hard to do so. When I always do that. I sell one, I buy another one right away. And then remember, 45 days, a window is really short time when you search for a property. So right now, sellers, if you sell your investment property, it's the best time because you can exchange for another one right away.
And then with the 1031 exchange, you can keep deferring that as long as you keep purchasing properties each time. You can defer that all the way until you die, right? And then you never have to pay the capital gains.
Michaela did bring up a very good point. 1031 exchange is so amazing. Actually, you exchange, like, for example, I have a duplex, I sell it, I buy another property, and I keep doing that. And then I put all the property under a living trust, so that when I pass away, all the properties that I own will go to my children. Guess what? My children, they don't have to pay any of that capital gain tax that I defer. Myself, I pass away, I die already. Nobody gonna go after a dead person to pay tax. And my children, they get to own the properties without paying any capital gain tax that I defer. It's the best program that I want to introduce to all of you. If you are thinking of investing in real estate, you definitely want to know about a 1031 exchange. And at Pacificwide, we've done this many times. So you can contact one of us, Cutie or myself, or Michaela, or anyone here, to help you with the 1031 exchange. Awesome. I think that's all we have.
Yes.
All right, so thank you for joining us this week. Thank you, QD and MC, for all of the great information. And viewers, don't forget to like the video